So looking at this, I'll say this is a valid swing, a high and a low, right? So for so long swing is concerned, yeah, the market is still within this range. I can map it out. The market is still within this range, right? So it has not triggered a low or a high, right? It has not triggered. When I can consider high is here is when this high is taken out. When I can consider sells is when this low is taken out, right? And that was what I anticipated this morning, right? In fact, before I don't know on this, okay, I've deleted everything. What I anticipated this morning was the market to sell below this point, give me a confirmation, then a pullback. But the market did a pullback first and triggered my sell limit. All right. So if for me, right, to take a sell right now, or to be what's it called? To have more confidence on a sell is for this low, this swing to be broken. For now, I'm within here. So anything I'm doing shouldn't go beyond this area. And as the case is as it is, I have to treat this current swing inside this major swing as a swing high, right? So it is clear. Let me go down to a lower time frame. On the 30 minutes, it's pretty clear. We have inside this swing, yeah, fine. But what I'm having here is I see a low, I see a high rather, I see a higher low, right? And I see a higher high. So automatically, I'm treating this as a bullish move. So if I'm trading, I might, I might expect a, so this is the lowest point to the highest point. I choose the midpoint, right? Midpoints can be 81. I can expect the market to get to 81 and buy back to this high, right? But since subconsciously I'm expecting sales, I can take advantage of the sell, which I'm on right now. I'm on a sell from 441 to selling to 89. You can see how risk averse I am. I'm not even shooting to the exact 0.5. I'm just taking 89. Me before we start choosing to the, we want to shoot to this other block down here, but I cannot be taking that much risk when I'm taking a counter trend trade. All right. So my TV is at 89, and that will be it for this pre-London session until London opens. And whatever London gives me, I trade it. All right. I did the same thing yesterday, right? My TP, full TP would have been 5.6, but I closed at 6.3. You can see market came to 6.3, and if I was waiting for full TP, it would have been crazy. So that's just it. Right. Now, second thing is, okay, when you are taking a counter trend trade, how do you know when to actually start selling? Right? Because it's risky trying to just sell any high. You need a confirmation, right? So if you are trading on a 30 minutes time frame, this is your confirmation. You can see sell, a pullback into this other block, not other block, Beverly. If you're analyzing on the 30 minutes time frame, this is actually a good point to sell. 4404. Yeah. And if you sold earlier, bringing down your stop loss to 4408 is a wise idea as well. Though my stop loss is at 44, like as I've set break even on my stop loss, I entered again. I would have waited for this full pullback to take my second entry, but I got in at 44, right? Keeping my SL at 4412, right? That's for my second entry. Now back to how to know when to go in, right? So I'll show you exactly what I did, right? So this is exactly what I did. I woke up by 4, seeing my stop loss or seeing that I've been taken out. Then I learned something, CCID, CISD, change in state of delivery, right? Normally we have what's it called? We have you know, low, high, waiting to have a market structure shift, when the low is taken out, just like this very point. So sometimes to confirm a change in market structure, you have to wait till a valid low is taken out, just like what we have here. So if you're taking this trade, you are waiting for this low to be taken out, then of course maybe you enter at this point, then start selling. But with change in state of delivery, you get in earlier, right? Now, so this was my early move. Um, how did I judge it again? Yeah, this was my early move. I Oh, the chart, the candles are not the same with what I saw on my instant. But anyways, you can work with this one instead. What I saw was these candles, these three candles here, we are actually okay, let me work with this one that is clear here. Anyway. So sometimes what you need is three candles, right? But in this case, let's just work with the two we have here. Now you can see two bullish candles. Yeah, two bullish candles. Now, instead of waiting for the full market structure shift to happen, you mark the low of this very candle. These two swing, right? You mark the low. Once the market breaks that low, that's your cue. All you need to do is wait for your retest. And when was the retest? If you're working with this, you broke here. Let me show you. On any time frame, basically. Sorry. You broke here, right? And what happened? You wait for a retest. A retest on this Fibonacci, on this yeah, FVG right here. You step in, right? Of course, with this, you can set your stop loss somewhere. But me, I entered around 4412. My stop loss is like way up 4425. But now it's back here. Now this for 1 minute time frame. Let's go down to 5 minutes time frame to see if you can see the same thing. I think market is almost at my TP anyway. Oh, I think it has. Okay. Oh, she got very close. Oh man, that's interesting. You can see that it got to its 9.3. So, but I'll wait. I'll wait. We have our full TP. This is our this thing, so we just allow it. Oh, I didn't even see. If I've seen it, I'll just close though. But that's that. So on the 5 minutes time frame, right? Let's see if we can see something like that. Okay. Okay, on the 5 minutes time frame, we see this consistent. Um, on the 5 minutes time frame, I think you might need to come down to this point actually. Hmm. Okay, I don't see any on the 5 minutes time frame actually. Let me see. The only low I'm seeing here is this one, and this is like a major low. So this is like a major low. So do I say look here, I expect this thing to like come back here before going down. It's like 89.4. That's interesting. That's really interesting. That's really, really interesting. Sometimes it does happen that way. I'm trying to get, so I didn't see it here. So let me see if I can get any charts that has it. So we can. Mm, 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 mm. So the points, okay, let me let me see if I can get other. Um, okay, we got very close. So I'm trying to see if I can use other parameters for it. Okay, we can use this one to judge, right? We can, let's say, we can use this one to. This is still not exactly what I need. Well, let me see. This- let me see. Mine is still on, That's what we call, yeah, okay. It will still come back down, but that's what we call be catching, just taking what you can, right? That's what I've learned in this market. So I'm trying to show you something, but I'm not seeing it. But right now, right now, we can see, if I'm patient, it will get there. That's the thing. If I'm patient, but it's what it is, man. It's what it is. This is what it is. Understand? If I'm patient, it will get there, but there's no need testing, testing yourself, right? Now just, nice. You see, sometimes it can be painful, right? No, it can be painful, but that's what it is. It will come back now with CP, and you're like, oh damn, why didn't I wait? Blah 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 blah. Hmm, pushing down now. Kasai is pushing down. So, boom, 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 boom. Okay. So now, if I'm working with this time frame now, like if I'm working with this very time frame I'm looking at now, I have a high, a low, a high, a lower low, right? I can expect a pullback, which I think has already happened, you can see, into this fair value gap. Now I can start aiming for the next swing. The next swing low can be this point, what's it called? 85 or 78. Can be 78, which is still valid, right? Which is still valid. But now the thing is, in whatever time frame you're working with, always check the higher. Whatever the higher is doing, as a tendency that the market will push towards whatever the higher time frame is doing. So this is like a clear, this market is dropping crazily. And if I'm to judge it with whatever that is in me, right? I expect it to get down to 74, this other block, or 78 even, the FVG close to the other block. That's if you leave me, that's what I'm gonna aim to, right? But then, like I said, I've booked my 20 pips and I am okay with that at least. Booked my 20 pips and I'm okay with that. I booked my 20 pips and I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with that. So that's how we roll here, right? That's how we roll. I don't know. I don't know. I've said so many things. I don't know if anyone makes sense. I don't know if you grab. It's just me sharing my thought process on how I see the markets play, right? And how I see the markets play. So even if there's going to be a buy movement, now the question is, I don't even know what NFP is going to do. But if you leave me, like if you ask me, right, I will say that this market is going to, today is Wednesday, right? And midweek we do have what we call midweek reversals. Yeah, we do have what we call midweek reversals. I think Monday was bullish. Okay, Monday was actually okay. What? Okay, Monday bought, Tuesday sold, and today is Wednesday. Hmm, I don't know again. I'm not confused. But if you let me, yeah, I will say on the 4 hours time frame. Look at this. Let me take away this guy first. Look at this. This is this not? No, if you look at this, it can seem like a cell confirmation, right? An amazing, amazing cell confirmation. But then it can be risky too. But if you leave me, I low-key expect the CPI today to push market downwards. See, look at this now. There are so many things to catch in here. That's what I expect this market to do. But then, who am I? This is a clear trend. Like the trend has been like this for like the longest time, right? And it's doing the same thing right now, right? High, low, high, low. We just took advantage of a short-term retracement. And we can simply wait. Maybe it comes down around here and, keep pushing up. Something like, I don't know, something like this might come down, respect this low or sweep these lows here, then keep pushing up. However it is what it is, actually. So that's it for it. So, like I said, I'm not pushing too much. I'm working for the whatever I'm seeing. So my next stop will be 8 a.m. Whatever 8 a.m. does, I ride with it, close before on God, everything, yeah, at least I believe you should hit CP before CPI, right? So CPI, I wait. Whatever CPI does, New York Open, I play with the information CPI provided. So that's how we're gonna roll for this week. There's no too much aiming, at least to keep ourselves in line. That's just about that. So that's it for this morning, great man. I don't know. I hope you got value. I hope you learned something or added to what you already know or got an insight on anything. So I would have actually closed down here, but just a few dollars, but that's that's what it is. So that's it for today, great man. Cheers and have an amazing day. Yeah. Right? Boom.